Okay, so last night's and the last night's ceremony um, was different in a few ways. There was no ikora. Ikora is the music that the shamans sing when they are performing the ceremony, and so the first 3 nights they did do the ikoras. There's the shaman Don Lucho and his son Valdora, I think his name is, and their songs were beautiful, absolutely stunning. Anyway, last night, on a very, very rare occasion, they decided to not sing, so we did the ayahuasca ceremony in silence, in complete darkness, and it was great. I had a really pleasant, subtle, peaceful experience. I had very little said to me, but what I had said to me was powerful. And I went in with the intention of being, or learning to be, more relaxed and calm. I find that I can be quite a fidget, so sitting in one spot for a long period of time I've previously struggled with, and I found I was a lot calmer this time round, a lot more peaceful, and that was my intention when I went in, and that was my only intention. Anyway, throughout the ceremony, in fact, for the first, again, it was the first 10 minutes, I got these two glorious bits of philosophy, I guess. First one being, change is graceful. There is, and can often have, a negative to change. People see change as a bad thing, as taking them out of their comfort zone. But I say recently in my journey, not just this time, but my journey that I have been on, it's obvious that change is good, but this was given to me, change is graceful. And yeah, that's powerful. It means there is grace in change as long as you look for it. As long as you think that, as long as you have that intention when change happens to see it as graceful, then you will find grace in change. The other thing that came to me was, don't compare. Even though we're creatures of habit, it's easy to fall into the habit of comparing things to things. It's one of the reasons why we have alcohol and drug addictions, is because our brain works on comparisons. And I think it's an important thing to be aware of that and take ownership of that, and also take ownership of not choosing to be that, because everything is unique, everything. And when we compare things, we're not living true to now. And that's what this is about being in the now, not focused on the past or the future in a negative or a positive way. It's about living in the now. That's the most important part. Yes, it's good to have future goals and have positive thoughts for the future. There's nothing wrong with that. However, living in the now, don't compare. So they were the two things that came up. I am finding it difficult to describe ayahuasca as a spiritual experience now. I am choosing to now see it as a natural experience, because being here in this environment and seeing the way these people live, and the food, the medicine, and it is medicine, it's not a drug, it's medicine. it's like going into the jungle of Holland and Barrett and living their way for a week. It's as simple as that. It's not some voodoo. It's not some spiritual process. It's a natural process. This is the most natural thing I think you can do as a human being, because you're right in pure nature, you're eating good food, and you're consuming a substance which is natural, that was created by nature. And the stories that everyone's been coming up with, their own accounts, it's just been wonderful. And the change I've seen in my tribe, and that's what I'm calling them. My tribe, I've seen in these guys in the last week has been incredible, and we all commented on that today. Which brings me on to something I'd like to mention. I said I'd bring this up, and this came up in the third ceremony. A guy called Kenny, who I've become to get to know a lot better in this week, and what a lovely guy he is. This was given to him on our third ceremony. When you're in the state of gratitude, you will receive. When you receive, you will be grateful, or in the state of gratitude. When you maintain this cycle, you create the ultimate happiness. It's a reminder of how powerful gratitude really is. It's like when you're in that state of gratitude, you enable yourself to speak with the universe. When you maintain that cycle, you start a conversation with it. It's a reminder of how powerful we really are. Not just powerless observers, but powerful creators of our life and reality. Life happens for us, not to us. Powerful stuff. Something else that someone come up with today. A couple of guys.
What are you talking to?
I'm talking to my camera.
Oh.
No problem. And Kenny come up with another one today about spreading this word. And Mother Ayahuasca, that's what a lot of people calling them, calling it, said to spread the word. Don't be passive, be active. You can be the change you want to see in the world, which is a saying that I've heard before, which is great. Yeah, and another one from a great guy here called Pardeep. There's a Chinese proverb that came up today, and it's when the student is ready, the master appears. Which means that we can go and bang the drum about this for as long as we want, and that's fine. But it's not about ramming it down people's necks. It's about having the information for the people that are ready to hear it. So anyone that's watching this, if you're ready to hear it, you've heard it. And this has been one of the best experiences of my life, without a doubt. And this is not like it had some portrayal from other media sources. This is not dark spirits. This is nothing to do with spirits in my mind. This is nature and the way to live and way to balance your mind and to create that sort of being within us, that comfort of being us, being comfortable in your own company, being comfortable with your own thoughts. That's been the experience for me. It's been enlightening and enjoyable, and I will be doing this again at some point. So there we go. That's been my experience of the 4 ceremonies I've had, and I will be doing some other videos about my experiences here. So I hope you watch. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care.